What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Sesh WKFM. Today we got special guests Paco, Mansin, and Reazn.
What up?
One from representing LA, representing Vegas, representing San Diego.
Yes, sir.
They're all over.
All over.
Representing Southern California.
Yeah.
There you go. Right. Now, we're blessed to have you guys here, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for making your way out here, man. 2026.
Yes. It's a way to kick it off, man. 2026, get it started.
Definitely, man. You know what I mean?
Thank you for having us, man. We appreciate it,
man. So, yeah, definitely, man. We just want to talk to you guys. We got you guys here to bless us with what you guys have been working on from the past years, shall I say, because you guys have been doing this for a long time, right? Just veterans in the game. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, if you guys can bless everybody who hasn't been, you know what I'm saying, introduced yet to you guys, let them know how long you guys been in the game, and you know what I'm saying, how long you guys been doing this, and how you guys started. You know what I mean? Because I know you're from the northeast part of LA, and you're from the south town of SD. So there's two different worlds right there that you guys came with that we would definitely like to know how you guys linked up with it. I mean, for sure.
That's what Paco, you know that one? Yeah, we've been doing this like forever, man. It's like we started, well, for me, I started back in, 94, 93, 92, 93. We dropped our first tape in 1994.
Yeah.
Smooth Roughness tape, produced by Mikeski from the one and only Foundation Legion of Doom. We started out with a couple of brothers of ours and stuff, and we put out our first tape, and it was crazy because as soon as we dropped that tape, then me and Ruben got saved. Because there was an explicit tape, and then we ended up putting a Christian tape together, man. Me and Ruben Torres, if everybody guys know about him, and we did a song called King and I, and with a B-side of The Devil Wants to Get Me, also produced by Mikeski. What's it called? Then
I remember that track.
Yeah.
King and I remember that one.
Yeah, then we that was about the same time when POD was coming out and stuff too, and then we're blessed enough that they took us on the road with them, and we went to get to see the whole United States, and all those adventures that you hear when Sonny and all them talk about and stuff, like the van breaking down, and we've been in this casino because we needed something to eat, and
all the real stuff that
the struggles of and we got that taste early, man, and we got to see what it was like to be outside of San Diego, man, and that was, we got to learn through guys who were doing it and stuff, and
learn the business also.
You learn the business and learn how to treat people, man, and try
very humbling situations.
Yeah, it's humbling, man, when you got kids and stuff coming to talk to you, and how much it's just it's a blessing, man. Just having that stuff early on, and stuff, and I mean, but for me, I learned from watching the people who did it before me. Like I tell you, with the LOD, man, they tell you they're from our backyard, and we're younger, so we always looked up to them. Right. Always looked, because you would see Robbie Rob coming down Palm Avenue, and it was like seeing freaking Bigfoot coming through, because but the thing about that was, because that was to us, that was rap stars,
heroes,
that was the heroes, and that was the guy, when it was still real, like what Sonny is to probably a lot of people, where you see, you get a glimpse of, there's Sonny, or you never put yourself in those shoes, you know what I'm saying? But when you would see Lawrence with the Legion of Doom on the Trans Am, it's that
Mikeski with the fucking
with the hat, at the mall and stuff.
They had the leagues. They had the they sported San Diego across their chest first.
They were the first ones. I was telling Reazn earlier about how much they represented San Diego, how much they represented, how they represented for the city, man, and that made a big old thing on us, because everywhere that we went, it was always SD first. Everything was always SD. We always had to have our SD hats, our SD shirts, everything, and he was asking me who's the biggest band? Who's the biggest out of San Diego? And he's like, who's bigger than POD? And we're like, well, there's so and so. I'm like, and they could, but they're not really from they don't rep SD. They don't rep SD. Sonny, the album cover, everywhere it's SD. And we've always taken part of that, and that started with the how LOD did it. With the parties boxers and the parties this and that kind of it evolved from there. Even from when I moved to LA, you know, it's you never see me without a party hat. You never see me without repping it, and it's always been and it's always been love out there because it's
before they moved.
It's you know, and it's the way, you know, we carry ourselves too, man. It's the way I've always repped it, and I've always repped it hard, and I don't shy away from where I came from, and it's like, and plus we got, you know, legacy to back it, man, and you know, when I went up there, I was, you know, fortunate enough to you know, like the only guy I knew was Big Duke from the Psycho Realm. When I moved to LA,
shout out Psycho Realm,
Big Duke from the Psycho Realm. I had met him at a trade show, me and Ruben, and they tripped out on us because we had like a different look and stuff. They were like, "Oh, Paco Mansin, oh, that sounds dope," and it was like, dude, like it was dope that me and him hit it off like that. And I would call him up, and then he put me on with these other guys, like some of his homies, like to go and work on some stuff.
Definitely your look matched your energy back then.
But it was always but one of the things that he told me, man, was because I was always like looking for beats and stuff, you know, like beats, because Michael would do our beats and stuff, or freestyle would do our beats and stuff, and then it was just like when I went up there, like I had nobody, and I was trying to, you know, find my way in LA by myself, you know, like I wasn't tied to nobody or whatever, but I knew this dude who was already there, and they were just coming up.
Right.
They were just coming up at the time, and he put me with some other dude, and then finally he just goes, "I'm gonna give you the best piece of advice that you ever, you know, like I'm gonna tell you." He's like, fuck everybody. He's like, get your own shit and do shit yourself. You know, don't. He's like, don't wait on people. Just do shit yourself. You know, but it was cool because I used to watch Michael on the SP1200 in the room when he was doing our stuff, and Michael was a jerk because he never let us touch anything. Don't touch it. Michael never let us touch the 1200. Michael never let us touch the beat machine. But watching him work and watching him in action was like, you're just like mesmerized, because he was just like the way his fingers were like just fast and like, oh shit. And when you put a sample in from a record, and it was just like, it's just magic. It's just you just watch. It's like you're watching magic happen. You know, and you know, then at that time my cousin Oscar had bought some equipment, and he was working with Shiesty and River Bottom Entertainment and stuff, and he bought a Triton keyboard and all that stuff, and they got the wrong one, and he bought like studio monitors and stuff, and he's all, and he knew how much I loved doing it and stuff, and he's just like, you want it?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. You take it. He's like, he probably paid like $4,000 for it. He's like, give me a G. Give me a G, take everything. I'm like, just because, like, you know, if I get a little something back, I'm like, dope. And then I didn't know how to use it for anything. And he's like, oh, go to Shiesty's house. He's gonna teach you how to do it. And he showed me how to do it. And I was just messing around, and I just started making my own stuff.
That's crazy.
You know,
you guys were just a big circle of like dope musicians, so
yeah,
you know what I mean?
but
you guys had a way of like you know, a big team of structured people. You guys grew up in the same area, like down here, you know what I'm saying, the South Town. It was dope. You know what I mean? As far as you guys all holding your own individual as a solo artist, and being able to bar for bar carry your own, man. I've been hearing all you guys rap for years, and you guys got bars.
It's been a journey.
You know, it's cool, man. You guys inspired me as much as anything else.
I could.
You know what I mean?
You know, vouch for all the stories, man. Yeah. It's all true.
E-Rock, it's funny because me and Michael were just talking about the other day. It's funny because Michael says to me, we're talking, and he came up, and Michael says, E-Rock, that motherfucker, he's like, straight hip hop. Straight hip hop. Straight hip hop. And we're laughing. I said, I'm gonna bring it up. I said, he's been hip hop since like fourth grade. You know, like third, fourth grade. Because that's how long. But then when you look at that, like we grew. It raised us, and that's what we've been on since. Like, dude, we're kids. Like this is Fat Boys, and Run DMC and all this stuff. Roxanne. And when you think about it, dude, that was like 1982, 1983. Yeah. You know, and we're like you know, it wasn't. Like we're, you know, like we're doing it, like, you know, but like reggae music was big for us, like, you know, through Sonny's uncle, Damage. Like we said, like it's funny because we were never into metal or any of that stuff. It was always like we're hip hop and reggae, you know, like good combo. You know, and it was just, you know, it's just crazy that it's been this long, and you know, I've been fortunate enough, you know, I mean, there's so much that I could talk about and stuff, but like, you know, where I'm at now, man, it's just like I went through a funk and stuff, you know, of like kind of questioning like where I've been, you know, with me myself as an artist and rapping and all that stuff. But like I came to the conclusion like I think I'm a better beat maker than I'm a rapper, and you gotta, and sometimes sometimes you gotta be like
yourself, man.
I could write, I could come up with some stuff, but I'm proud of the stuff I did before, but I love the creative process of making a beat, and I'm blessed to have a guy like Reazn,
I feel
have
that, man.
To believe in me.
Yeah, but you guys work together
to believe in. I was telling him that over here. It's like, man, it's just it's cool to have somebody that believes in you and what your vision is and what your what your ideas are or whatever. And I'm
they're not even drawing up yet against the vision, right?
Yeah. It's there. It's
I got the sample, bro, and I got the
check it out. But you get it.
Expressing the vision.
He'll tell you. I mean, it's been like that from the beginning. Like and the way.
The big thing was trust me.
Right. That's what it is. I mean, I work with Paco too, man. Since when I was up there with Will, man, so it was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? For all of us to get that work in with each other, because we all inspire each other in so many different ways. You know what I mean? So to see you full blast doing your project, like, I gotta do it. Jeez,
it
made me
just,
go 100 miles an hour.
We try to keep it under wraps. We didn't tell nobody. Like I was just like when we first linked up, because I've known Reazn for 25 years, 20, like 20 years at least, since I moved up there. And
so this project was
a little bit after I went to school and out there, and I was in some MIDI class, trying to figure out like how to run MIDI, and this when it was first coming out. And I met his brother, rest in peace, Joel, and he took me to their friends, to their crew, and they were a hip hop crew in LA, and it was like who's this dude coming in wearing Padres, and because these guys are all LA, Dodgers, and and I'm rolling up SD, and like and to him and to a bunch of other guys, and we just hit it off, man, and that was, it just started a friendship first. That's where it came, and here we are, in.
So this album is pretty much like a couple, like 15 years, maybe to 17 years overdue then, basically, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Right?
Yeah, I think he worked with like most of the people that I was doing music with, and I was probably one of the few artists that hadn't done any music with him. But we always behind, away from the studio, we got along well. Went to parties, whatever we did, go to shows, we always linked up, but we just never talked about making music together. But and then the point came where it just happened, and he called me, and he had a vision for it, so he pitched it, and I believed in it. I like his music. It's just, for me, it's just I just vibe to his rhythm, to the rhythm of his drum, his the way he is.
Yeah, definitely.
Where I relate to him. It's like a Kendrick soul to me, So without trying, we just speak, and I just believe in it. Like in a nutshell, it's like me and Paco, we're like lightning in a bottle. I mean, it just happened, right? Boom, we got caught. And because when we did the album, we did like 5 songs, like in, I don't know, 2 months. It was crazy. I usually don't write that fast. Yeah, I take my time. It's like clay. My writing is like clay. I just put it out there, and I just start molding and molding. Right. I'll pull over and just change a word to a verse. I'll do weird things like that, and then I'm ready. And he was showing me beats again today. It's been a while since we've done any. We've been in the studio working, and he was showing some beats. I'm like, man, like the pockets, they're there for me. The concepts, they're there for me. Just the way he writes, like, wow, he writes this. And one of the things that he does that I like is he forces me to flow different on every song. Okay. I like that challenge, man. At this point in time, man, the creative process, the journey is more important to me than the end result.
Well, sometimes it wakes up the person that you didn't know was inside you too. You know what I mean? Because absolutely. It pushes you to another level, and you're like, oh shit, I didn't even know I could do that, but this is hard as fuck, So absolutely. It's always good to have somebody not only to be a partner, a part of what you're doing, bro, but to also push you, bro. That's what makes the magic. You know what I'm saying? Is having
you get the creative juices.
That's right.
Who's got the juice? He does it, man. Like he's easy to work with. We have pride in what we do. So when the ball's in my court, I'm like, all right, bet. You get on it, boom, 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 I do it. And then when the ball's on his court, he gets on and does. So we respect each other's work, right? one of the things I learned as time goes on is like, don't disrespect your hard work. And it's hard to put your hard work into somebody else's table, right? Because not everyone sees or feels the way you feel and see things, right? And it's exhausting to force someone to vision or feel what you feel. And then, you can only fill someone's cup with life and energy until it just starts, depleting their energy, right? And it's not with him, but like there's a synergy involved. Right? So we work together, and it's easy to work with him, and we're very honest with each other, whether it's my lyrics, his concept, the beats, and we don't take it personal because we just don't. We don't talk about why we don't take it. We just keep going and we move forward. And we have like the same schedule. We wake up early in the morning thinking hip hop, 6 a.m. Wake up if it's him or if it's me. We just do it in between our jobs, before, after, and he's just a good dude in general. And then like he's the only guy, not the only guy, but he's a guy that checks up on you not just because of work, right? Not just because of music. Hey bro, how you been? I'm just tapping it, right? And he does that a lot too. So, and there's just a lot of qualities to Paco that I want to work with. Because when I did this, I like being by myself, just doing my ideas. It got exhausting convincing people, right? So it didn't have to be that with it. So it was cool, man.
That's a good way to say it, though. That's a good experience.
Yeah, man. It's lightning in the bottle, man.
That's it. That's dope. That's dope. You guys have a real dope. A dope album, man. Been bumping that for a minute, you know what I mean? Still am, you know what I mean? So, I mean, what made you be inspired? I know you got, Sonny, you got a bunch of hitters on there as well, you know what I'm saying? That, as far as like features and things like that, you guys were bringing together to the table, man. So, how was that experience when you guys were getting everybody that you wanted in the lineup together to say, hey, man, as far as anybody, engineer, I know you were producing, 90 or if not 100% of the beats?
100%.
There it is, you know what I mean? So
concepts, everything.
Right.
He was the orchestrator, man. He was just kind of telling me, hey, I need you to do this. Can you sound like this? And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Let's try it, and we just did it. Felt good. He was the mastermind behind it all, man.
Paco got some.
Yeah, he has a vision and
very meticulous.
Yeah, very.
That's the word to say it. No, but that's a good thing though, bro. You got a vision. You want to paint it. He wants to paint that thing exactly the way you know what I'm saying. He drew it up, bro, and that's what it is. So I really appreciate the push that you give us all. When you're like, nah, it just needs to be turned up a little. Like, all right, bro.
More cowbell.
Shit like that, But it's experience.
But it's all from me watching other people.
Yeah,
it's from me watching other people, and because before I'd go to the studio and I'd conform. And I'd just be like, I just wanted to hear my voice on tape or whatever, and I would conform. And now it's like with this. I took it a lot more serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be respected as an artist. I want to respect, I want to, like, you got to earn that, man. You got to earn that. And I got to, if I'm talking this big game, I got to come with some big game.
Yeah.
And not talk about it, just but be about it and do it. That's why when we started this record, it was, I told Reazn, we're not gonna say nothing to nobody. We're just gonna do it. We're not gonna say nothing. We're just gonna put in the work and
stack the tracks
and let the work speak for itself. And then when things started going, I mentioned about the features and stuff. It was just like, oh, I can do. I'll get this right here. Like, how are you gonna pull that off?
Right.
Let me take care of that. How you gonna pull that? How you gonna do that?
Like here, we're right here.
Yes. How you gonna do that?
Did you already have a layout of what you guys wanted to do, or did you guys just take it track by track?
It was kind of like track by track, but then like when I had let's say Intoxicated, like the Licks is one of my favorite groups of all time. When
that was dope. Y'all was dope getting them on there,
so
man.
It was just like and I had somewhat of a I wouldn't say a big relationship with them, but it was like where I think I have enough of where I believe in this song. I believe in the idea. I believe in the concept. And like first I hit up J-Roll, but it didn't go through because he's actually friends with my boy Noam.
Okay.
So J-Roll's friends with my boy Noam, so there was already a connection. So then when it didn't go through with J-Roll, I just sent Tash a message.
All right.
Hey, what's up, Tash? What's up? I got this track, dude. Whatever. And we talked to business and I sent him track. It was all good. And You know,
I was just playing it last night too, man.
a couple weeks later, doing it. You know, and he's like, and Reaz's just like when I said, all right, test is done deal. You know, and he's like, what are you talking about? Like, dude, like,
dope.
How'd you like? He's like, don't worry, I did it. It's all good. We're just gonna whatever we were able to do it. Luckily, at the time, I was, I had some financials available to be able, because it all comes down to that, to be able to finance your vision.
Yeah.
Because if you do, without that, you're not going to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be stuck. And I don't ever want to go into anything asking, for anything to, like, as a handout. First I want people to see that we're working and that we're really putting our heart and soul and everything that we're doing into it, dude. And to see the extent that we go through. They got to work as hard as me or work harder or match my thing, because, like, look, Reazn flew in from freaking Vegas today. I drove in from LA to be here, like, and it's like, dude, it's a big blessing, besides of the opportunity that you guys gave us, man, to me it shows more of the effort that you really, you're really about it. I mean, you really want to do this,
right?
And it's not like, like,
you got some questions.
It costs money to come here. It's like, we all got families, we all got stuff, and
you guys make time for it. That's why I said
you gotta make time and all stuff.
We
appreciate it, man, big time, man.
Thank you guys, but we did this other song, called Rebels.
Right.
Rebels that he didn't like it. He didn't like it.
He had a sample. And I'm like, bro, like, people use that sample too many times, bro. The word,
the Rebels, the Rebels,
the Fidel Castro.
Oh yeah, it was a whole other direction
and all that. Like, bro, I'm with the concept. I'm always for it, and I'm always for awakening and consciousness and resistance, tactical resistance. I believe in that. I'm a firm believer of that. I'm like, Paco, we got to go somewhere else with this. And then he came with the other sample.
That's what I had, the D-Nice sample. With the D-Nice. I think of myself as a pure rebel, a radical thinker on a musical.
Right there.
And I had this other beat, and then I shoot it, and he still didn't like it.
I thought it was basic. I thought the sound was basic, And then we had the conversation, and then he just goes at
and the reasons pushy though.
Because he pushes back and pushes me to do something else. But again, it comes back to the communication, and is that we're in this to
be honest.
And we're honest. And like I always told, like, I think when I talk to people, like, I said, we never fight. We don't fight. We have our opinions, and eventually I win, but
you embrace that constructive criticism.
it goes back and forth, because first it's about respect and then when I explained to him all this and that, and then he still didn't like it.
Yeah.
It's like, even when I did my verse, I'm like, I like it, I think it's cool, and then his brain just, because I think it just, I felt like this one was more voice artist dominant than beat dominant. Some beats, like, he was showing me a beat earlier, it's like, it's a really cool beat. I'm like, this is the type of beat where, like, you don't have to do nothing, just don't mess it up. Just ride the song.
Just don't mess it up.
And there's other beats where, like, all right, here come the syllable structures, here come the bridges. All you have to get into your bag and get creative and make the beat come to life, right?
Of course.
I felt like that was what Rebels was. It's like, okay, let me get into more of my bag, and the words have to be more. They have to hit harder, right? So, like, through rebellious beats, my lyrics are radically bold. Chicano MC a huevo breaking the mold, right? Like, it's kind of like, well, what does that mean? Like, what mold are you trying to break, right? Like, so I'm trying to give these ideas and just try to, like, okay, once I said that, I know I could do it, right? And then when SD legends, that get on it, and that's the first thing I told them was, like, it came to life, right? Yeah. It came, like, okay, now it's a song, right? Yeah. I felt like, okay, he did it,
right?
Snowball, and then I did it, snowball effect.
And I said, I said, who do you want on it? I said, who do you want on it? I said, you want Shiesty on it? That was the first one. I said, you want Shiesty? Because he's always talking about Shiesty and how much he loves him, and it was like, his voice is the way he raps, the stuff he says, and I call Shiesty and I say, hey, what's up, bro? I got this song I want to do, and Rebels with Reazn, I'm working on this album, pitched it to him, send it to me. Like 2 days later, I freaking had a verse, and then I was like, and I was like, let's get Sonny on it. I said, what if we get Sonny on it? And I talked to Sonny, and he said, yeah. And
he gave it to you in 1 hour.
He gave it to me in 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour, 1 year, 6 months. And it was crazy because then I talked to Sonny, but I know how his schedule is and all that stuff. So it's like, and it was just like, because we're like, okay, it's been a little bit. And we're like, it's coming.
Yeah.
And it's just patience and stuff. Because we're still working on other stuff. And it's like, it's coming. And somebody would tell me, I'm going to get on a plane. I'm going to do this. I'm going to write it. And then I'm just like, I just can't wait to hear it. Because for me, like when I get that STEM email, it's like a kid in a candy store. Because then it ignites me to go and start doing what I do.
Right.
But then this song went somewhere else.
Yeah,
it went somewhere else because we got Sonny and stuff, and I probably sent him a couple of versions of it.
Voltron form.
But then when I'm in the studio, we're working on mixing Sonny's vocals and all that stuff, and everybody's stuff, and what's it called? Like, cause I was having trouble with the bass line and all that stuff. Right. Then it's crazy because I ended up linking up with who's a great friend of mine now is Rogelio Lozano, Roy Lozano from Downset, which was a hardcore freaking legends, freaking underground, freaking hardcore punk, whatever, rock music. He's friends with my brother-in-law since they were kids. Dope. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yes. He hit me up and we just started talking and came up like, oh, how do you know this person and this person? Wait, I went to school with him. I used to walk to school and it's Stars Brothers freaking childhood friend.
Dope.
So, and it was like whoa, that's crazy. And then we just hit it off. And Roy is also the guitar player for Cypress Hill.
Yeah.
He played for Cypress Hill. He was a guitar player for DJ Muggs.
Dope.
He plays guitar for all these people and me and him hit it off and then we're like, we went to the studio and he laid down the bass line. And when he laid down the bass line, I was like, oh shit, this is like, dude, it just took it up another notch. So one day I go to recovery meetings as well because I've been sober. I was going and clean and sober for almost 10 years now.
Dope.
And I go to meetings and one of the people that I go to these meetings with and what I become a dear friend of mine is Sal Rodriguez from War. From Legendary War, Sal Rodriguez. Yeah. He's the drummer for War. And then so we went out to breakfast one day and we're talking about doing so. And I never wanted to ask him, but I never when I first met Sal, I never said I'm a producer. I make music. I never brought that up. Right. I never brought that up. It was just always about recovery and that's how I based my relationship with him because I didn't want it to be about that. Right. Because in my probably everybody wants a piece. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants a piece. Everybody wants a piece, and I respect that. And so we talk, and we'd never talk about music. It's crazy. We'd never talk about it. It was just about recovery and how to make ourselves better. And he'd always give me encouraging advice. And then one day I just kind of brought it up about I'm working on this thing, and he's like, "What? Let me hear something." We go in the parking lot, and I show him the song. He's like, oh, dope. He's like, well, dude, anytime you ever need anything, let me know. Anytime you need let me know. So I was like, well, as a matter of fact,
right?
But
I think he respected that more than you approaching him in the way that you were, some people don't like to be approached.
Yeah, but it was natural. It was just like,
more natural.
Yeah, it was just,
more friendship built.
Yeah, it's just like, and I go to a studio over here with my boy Johnny Beats. Shout out to Johnny Beats who mixed and mastered and put up with all my freaking stuff, for months and stuff. And Sal came over and we played the song and then dude, he freaking brought the congas and all stuff and layered it up with because I had sampled some congas. I sampled some and then he's like. He's like, who did that? So I just tell him, he's like, don't worry, I'll play it. And so we got Sal Rodriguez from War, we got Sonny Sandoval from POD, we got Shiesty, we got Roy from Downset, we got Reazn, and I was like,
why the beat was playing?
But it's like, and then when you see this whole thing happen and it all unfolds, it's like I sit back and I'm just like.
Yeah, that was
I can't even believe it myself sometimes.
How did it happen? Huh?
Yeah, it started happening. But somebody just asked me a couple of days ago, how do you do all this? I was like, I just pick up the phone and I ask.
You're blessed with connections, bro.
But it's also like how he says, man. I like to check on people.
But you got to be out there too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You can't just be sitting at home. You're not gonna have to sit at home.
Right. But and it was, the cool thing is like when we're in the studio with Sal, because my biggest thing, and you guys know, is like our favorite thing was what when you get an album.
You open it up,
you open it up, and you read the credits, you read the thank yous, and everybody they say that too. And I told Reazn when I did the beat, I was like, this is gonna be called thank you. We're just gonna thank everybody like an old school tape, but we're gonna do it over music.
Yeah,
that's the only time we worked together in the studio. We wrote it down at Johnny's. Remember?
Yeah, and so then when I played the beat for Sal, he's like, it was sampled drums and everything. Like, and Johnny has a drum set in his studio. He's like, here, Johnny, cue me up. He played the drums live. Dude, it was like a 10-minute song, and he freaking played 10 minutes all the way through without skipping a beat, you know. And then we were talking about the chorus and stuff, and I didn't know what I was gonna do. And then Sal was like, "Hey, mic me up real quick," you know. And he freaking started singing the chorus, and I was just sitting there with my jaw dropped. My jaw dropped.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm just like, I want to thank all my family. And he's, give me another track. He's like, did it like 10 layers and hand claps. And I'm just like, I'm watching a freaking master at work right here. And I'm like, and I'm embarrassed to record him, or, you know, like, as much as I want to document it, I'm embarrassed to record him and stuff. But
your octave is low, bro. Try it again.
Yeah, you do it. But just to be blessed that opportunity to watch like a legend at work and you know, just, I mean, just in the whole time I've been doing this, to be able to sit in the studio, like, watching Sonny work and watching freaking, like, Ruben has taken me with DJ Quick and Ruben, you know, watching how he does, and watching Shiesty and watching Michael and watching all these, like, people, and it's like, and I just try to take a little bit of everybody and make it my own, you know, like, because I still do stuff that like, oh, I liked what he used to do, like on Get Down.
Yeah.
There's a little part before the verse. He goes, yeah. I don't know if you remember on Get Down. I thought about freestyle. I got that for free. I got that for freestyle because freestyle was notorious for doing these little howls. Yeah. You know, these little screams and little stuff like that. And that's what was that. And stuff that I got from Michael, like just, and everything I was saying to Michael. Michael would give me his opinion, and he was like one of the few people that gave me like honest opinion. Like, hey, Michael, check this out. We're working on this song, and he'd like, oh, change this, or maybe try this, or he'd try this drum track, or and I think Michael Rubin, I think Sonny might have heard a couple songs, but like I try not to show Sonny too much because I wanted to show him the package.
Yeah.
You know, like
the finished product.
Like not just like, again, not talking about it, being about it.
Yeah.
You know, and that was like my thing. But I had the few people that I trusted with an ear and that are going to give me honest opinion back and make sure that I'm on the right path up to what I want to hear and what I want to do. But I still took it back and did my little twist on it. But it was important for me to, you know, like to keep it tight.
Yeah,
keep it tight.
Yeah, you don't want to
keep it tight.
Too many creative minds on one.
Yeah, because then everybody, it's just too much. It's too much, and you know, and I would ask questions over this or that, whatever, and you know, just to try to, and it helped me out in the long run. You know, like to improve myself. You know what I mean? Because it was a growing process. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dope though, man. You're open ears. You know, gotta be. You know, nobody knows everything, so everybody has to stay open ears, right? You know, so even when you've been in it for a veteran in the game, I mean, there's always something new coming in. Like, wait, I gotta learn this.
Watching G, like, I mean, we're sitting at his pad like at 7:30 in the morning. Like, I drove an hour down to freaking to by Knott's Berry Farm, and I get up early and I go to his pad, but that was a dedication and stuff of like, okay, and watching him how he does his thing and it's like, oh, don't trip, I got it, and it's like, and he's like doing this. I always like, because like I never want anybody with me when I'm making beats. I never want nobody with me because it's like it just throws me off.
Right.
Because I have to lock in and I'm so meticulous of every little thing. Because I'm moving one thing a freaking smidgen over and I gotta move it back move it back and move it back and forth. And
cam out to the left. No, we got some special guests up in here, man. Today, like I said, we are blessed. Sonny definitely, POD. Sonny Dread, man.
Sonny Dread, POD, the legendary Mikeski, original dude.
Two legendary Southtown SD, you know what I'm saying, artists and DJs, man, that have been in the game for many years, man. But blessing us for today, you know what I'm saying, 2026 to come by and, you know what I'm saying, do the We Know First, man. We appreciate you guys, man. So
big time, man.
Definitely, man.
Anything for Paco.
Yeah.
Man, that's our brother.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's been what?
40-some years, man.
Yeah, going back
Right.
to the 80s, man.
It's all family.
We've known each other.
Not that old.
Me, Rock, and Sonny went to elementary school together, you know? So, like, we go back.
E-Rock's old.
E-Rock looks the oldest. I'm aging well. Sonny's drinking whatever Trey drinks.
It's funny because I'm older than all of them, and I probably look. No, I don't look I made me look like Sonny's age.
Yeah, man, we definitely blessed to have you guys here, man. So, what you guys doing, and how's everything going for the 2026, man? The end of the year and the new year. How's everything going for you guys?
I'm always excited for a new year. You know what I mean? New experiences, challenges, but been lucky and blessed for the last 2 years. We put out a record in May 24, and then we've been touring the world the last 2 years. So
Dope.
lucky, man. You know, it's still a tough industry, so to be able to do it and still provide for my family and have fun while I'm doing it.
Right.
While I'm getting older, still having fun, and
That is a blessing.
It's a blessing, yeah. So,
And you got your book out. You got your book out now too.
yeah. Dropped a book last year. Dropped in December. Dropped a solo reggae record that I did like in 2020 in COVID.
Yeah.
But I've been sitting on it forever. What's
Yeah.
Looks like I was telling you,
That's right.
I've
Just
had
released
it
an
for like
album
5
too.
years.
That's right.
But I never was able to show anybody. He said, all right, this is just for you.
Dope.
Because I love Passion Project, and then that's what happens.
Dope.
All in perfect timing, though.
Bro, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's dope. And let me ask, were you performing some of those jams when at the Love Thy Homie?
Yeah, that was the first time
That you actually did some
we
of the
put
album?
together that
Right.
little- Yeah,
That was
benefit.
a great vibe, man. That was a great.
Yeah, that
we were
was
there for that
fun.
one, man.
Everybody came out
Yeah.
for to support our brother and sister and all the bands that came out and artists, musicians, and we were all just kind of freestyling, having fun. And so Roots Covenant, the band that was playing, they're like, well, we're just gonna learn a few of everybody's songs. And so Psycho Realm, Frankie J,
Dope. Dope. Yeah.
everybody
Yeah, it was
just
a
kind of
vibe.
got up
It
and
was
jammed.
definitely,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was a good time, man.
Yeah.
So it was like a reunion too, because like I hadn't seen Sick Jack in a while either.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just like being able to talk with him and had some cool words with him and the stuff that, you know,
Everybody showed up and supported him.
Yeah, yeah.
Every time, man. And then you had your day as well. You know what I mean? You got your day.
I didn't even know.
You were
man.
surprised,
These
man. I
guys-
still got that. Yeah, that's
That
super dope.
started, I just lost it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
That was
these guys
dope,
presented
man.
me with
That was good times right there, man.
Yeah.
That's really
the whole
great,
vibe
man.
was cool, man. Because we were busy, you know, I felt it, but it wasn't until after that I was getting calls and texts, emails, and just saying what an amazing event that was for our community. You know what I mean?
Definitely, man. That's why I was
Friends and
asking,
stuff.
like,
Yeah.
I was
The vibe
asking
was
if you was going
right.
to
I
continue.
was telling Reazn, wait till we get. I was telling Reazn we were coming down right there by Montgomery. I said, watch. I said, wait till you see this. Going to say POD Boulevard.
Next time you come out, right?
Future goals.
Yeah, future goals right there. Palm Avenue, POD Boulevard.
Yeah.
That's really dope, man. And how about you, Mike, man? We see
man,
you blessing.
Man, I'm just saying, just trying to be blessed and stay healthy, man.
That's
Yes,
it.
sir.
That's
Yes,
it,
sir.
man. That's
That's
it,
the
man.
main thing right now, man. And I'll be starting to work on some new stuff with my brothers, man. Once my brother gets out, so
Oh, okay.
Dope.
once Rob gets out, man, you know, I'm already have a lot of like ideas, and I'm already getting some beats put together and stuff.
Nice.
Dope.
So, do you still work on the SB1200?
Yeah.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Something about that sound, though, man. I tell you.
No, you can't. Yeah, it's hard to duplicate.
Yeah, because that's how we used to make our first songs too. My homie CJ back in the days, man. That's SB1200, man.
Yeah.
That's all it is, yeah.
Classic. You know, shout out to them, man, as well. And yeah, my son does music. I know your son does music, so I know
Shout
me
out
and
to
JPZ.
JPZ.
You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Shout out to JPZ. He's out in Texas. What up, son?
Right?
You know, but then it's funny because I was telling my son because he sends me songs and stuff, and I was like, he thinks I'm a hater. he always says you're a hater. And I'm like.
Every son thinks that.
No, but because I'm just telling him like, oh, you know, why don't you try this?
It's the age.
Maybe the age gap. But he's been around it since he was a baby. He was in the first Wildlife video when he was, little tiny, And,
but see, that's why he's got bars, man, because he learned from his pops.
Yeah.
Well, been around him.
But now he's rapping. He got a little Texas twang. That's since he's been out there for a couple of years. He's like, what? I was like, oh, you Paul Wallen now, man. You gotta come out with a grill and stuff. You'd be like a grill and come out with the big old dunk and stuff.
Greatly appreciate everybody's blessing today, man, and we appreciate you guys stopping through.
Yeah, man.
We know that you guys got busy schedules, and you know what I mean, just to come by and bless us, man. And
big time,
start off the year the way we are with you guys.
Homies, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For me, it's been the biggest blessing to have these guys in my corner, man. I'm gonna tell you because it's beyond music with these guys. These guys are my
camaraderie, bro. You guys got, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's family.
These guys are my family. Sonny's my brother. Michael's my brother, man. Like I tell you, man. Like me and Sonny have a connection. That's it's between him and I. It's
That's
just
a dope selection of, like I said, brotherhood, man. For real. It goes a long way. You guys all been there to each other a long way, and I've seen that, man. That's dope. That's dope to have. You know what I mean?
I'm grateful.
Late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah,
grateful. That circle, last that long with each other, man. Life is life. You know what I mean?
You don't get that too much.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Well, I've been in LA freaking probably longer than I've been. It was in SD, but it's man. I've never left it here.
No,
I've never left it in my heart. I've never left it in my heart.
We talk at least once, twice a week, right?
Yeah, I talk to Mike all the time. Like me and Mike, it's like, but he's shaving his head, or tell you like. But
he likes catching me when I'm getting about to shower.
He's cute, man.
FaceTime style.
But
he likes to see the scar on my chest.
He's like, what robe you wearing today?
Lay off the sugar.
Big time, man.
Watching the scar.
But I'm grateful for our friendship, man. I tell you, man, it's like because it's deeper than that for us, man, and it's something that.
You got to be blessed with, man. It's been serious. It's a blessing to have people, like I said, around there.
But it's crazy because the thing is, like, who has their best friend like that's freaking like a. I don't like to call them say rock star or whatever, but to friends that have gotten to the status or whatever, how the world sees them or whatever. It's like to me, it's just Sonny. It's just Michael. Like Mike, like when the pioneer, Sonny the rock star, and when it's like, oh, it's just Sonny to me, like, with Sonny and everybody knows Paco POD, like everybody knows like.
Family, man.
But it's like because I rep it. I rep it. I rep POD everywhere because that's us. Like
the fifth Beatle.
Like I'm when we're back in the we're 151. LOD we're 151 LOD. And we're POD and but to me like being under the POD umbrella for Reazn and myself. Like we're a branch in the POD tree. I feel. I take it with responsibility. I take it with responsibility, and I take it with humbleness and respect. Like I watch things what I do. I watch things what I say to people. Like because I'm saying, man, I get messages from people from all over the world that are associated with POD and stuff, and my association with them and has. Introduce them to my music, to our music, and
I see that, man.
But it's like you got a kid in Brazil playing Reazn, listening to our voice and our stuff. Dope. A kid in Colombia, a kid in Germany, and it's like, dude, like when you get those messages, like, dude, this is dope, and it's like. But it's I know it stems from being under the POD family, and so it's like I take it like the way I talk to people and the way I like a guy tells me like I appreciate your time that you're taking to talk to me. I'm like, dude, it's cool. I'm at work pressing buttons, watching cars, but it's like, dude, but it's a lot more for me too. That it gives me like that. Hey man, we're on the right path. We're doing it the right way, and it's like. But it's like, but I tell Reazn it's like when he says, "Oh, it's you," it's like, no, it's us. It's always about us. Not just me or whatever. But
you guys coming too right now, man. It's fair. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, you guys stand out alone because, like I said, even as an artist, Paco's though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You might not think that you're, a better artist and a producer, but everybody's else perspective, you know what I'm saying, has definitely got you up there with the bars, bro. You never let anybody down when it came to you saying 16s in. That's for sure. You know what I mean? Paco's always
I said a couple cool things.
And I mentioned the fact that you help out a lot of around the world, man, building homes, doing all kinds of different things, man. I mean, that's humanity at its best, man.
Thanks, man.
That's love, because you see other people and they spend their time and their money not as wisely as they should be, man.
Yeah.
And I understand everybody's caught in the moment. Sometimes people might not have had it, so I understand. Everybody's dreams are different and how they want to pursue them, but you found yours, man, and I tell you what, it goes a long way, man.
Yeah.
Real talk, you know what I mean, for real. Like I said, I see a lot of people that do stuff, bro, and they don't bring it back to the foundation of, you know what I'm saying? And then seeing people struggle and go through it, man, and go take your time out from your busy schedules to go and,
of course,
you know what I'm saying? You know, make them feel like their year and their life has been a blessing to meet you, man, or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's hats off to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's a rock star to me.
Yeah, that's right. Switch up the definition.
That's a real definition. Giving water to kids in Guatemala, dude.
Dope.
It's dope, man. For sure.
You,
We appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah,
Blessings.
man. Just to add to all that, man. I mean, you guys already covered it, but I just think it's dope when they always say, "Don't meet your idols."
Oh,
Yeah.
Say that, right? Hey, man, it's gonna ruin whatever you think it is. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much about it, but I think this man right here, he breaks that mold.
Yeah.
And that's important, and I think that's why blessings keep happening. The gratitude, the humbleness, right?
Yeah.
You know what it, he never let his feet get off the ground. He just always left.
Yeah, stay grounded, yeah.
Well, there was a time in 2001.
It's because I'm perfect.
When he did that walking on water trick on MTV.
It's a trick.
See, you know what I'm saying? People that have done greatness but still be here mingling with everybody that's
joy,
you know what I mean,
man.
hasn't reached that pinnacle yet. You know what I mean?
It's
Absolutely.
giving and helping, and especially in your own community, it provides your soul with joy, and so it's like I get more out of it by doing it than what I'm actually doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the risk.
I do it selfishly.
Yeah.
No, but in a way, I'm like, dude, I get joy out of it. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I love it. I love seeing people come up. I love seeing people happy.
Yeah, right.
I love opportunities for communities like ours, and sometimes it's, you gotta reach out and grab it sometimes.
Yeah.
I love seeing kids do that.
Like I said, man, you guys blessed us today.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I mean?
Blessed to be
You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely, man. So
Thanks,
shout out to you
son.
guys, man.
Absolutely.
Reazn got another album coming out.
Oh, yeah, go for it, man.
Detonadas,
Yeah.
So he got
man. I got that in the vault right there.
Yeah.
You got that one. Yeah, man.
Super dope album, man. I gotta tell you that, man.
That's actually the album I was working on before Paco hit me up.
Oh,
Okay.
So that one's been in the vault for a minute, and
I tell you what, my neighbors are just loving it with me.
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah, man. That
Real.
was kind of and that might be one of my my final all Spanish album.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah, dope, man. It's pretty hard, bro.
Yeah, it's hard, man. You always want to get creative, and even though I feel like I know Spanish, I don't know it like people that speak it on a daily basis, right, bro? Like I get it, I could write it, I could do backflips on it. You know what I mean? Whatever.
You killed it.
I appreciate it, man. But it just comes to a point where maybe that creative things are already kind of being fulfilled.
Right.
I enjoyed it, man.
That's dope.
Yeah.
But it's cool. But I'm always gonna do it Spanish, Spanglish, whatever.
Right.
But I think a full album, it's very challenging for me.
It is.
Very challenging. But I enjoy it, man. I think it's something that I had to do. But yeah, man, Detonadas, Herederos del Boom it's kind of like an album where I just got with a lot of people,
Right.
like, wait, let me get with him, just artists that I feel I can tap into, or like, okay, they're Chicano and they're they're Mexican American or they're Mexican, whatever, and they have a unique stance,
man.
in their music, right? And so, I kind of went with artists like Shice is on it again. I got another album with a song, Shiesty, and other artists.
When I was mixing them, man, I kept on saying to myself, this voice sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
And then you mixed it, I was like, no wonder why.
He's really good, man. He's really,
Shifty, man. Yeah.
His word choice, his storytelling.
Yeah.
That's why I first met Cruise Control when I was 14 at Shice's house.
Yeah, but that's coming out soon. I just got, the singles out already, those that are my page.
That's dope, man.
So it's already coming out, man.
You have the video chill. You know what I mean? So what was your inspiration for that one? You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's just kind of
Shout out to your homie too, man.
Yeah, shout out to Mascaras, man. He's gonna battle. He's battling Disaster, I think, next weekend, man. So good luck to that guy. It's gonna be a good battle, man.
He's dope, man. I checked out some of his stuff.
Yeah, man, he's good. Dope. Their battle is unique. They have an all Spanish battle.
Nice.
Then it's like, I think it's half English, half Spanish, and then all English. Dope. So there's disadvantages for both of them in the whole battle. So it's gonna be unique, man. It's
that's hard.
So good luck to Il Mascara. So both.
Yeah, shout out to him, man.
So that album was that song was just kind of inspired, like, once again, you know, like Chido, like a lot of people use it in a lot of ways, you know, right. And like, you know, my idea right now is to breathe life into a lot of things, right? You know, and you know, you try to find your angle creatively, right? You know, you got the tough street, you got the super conscious, you got the protect, you know, what we are as in our ancestors and our backgrounds, you know. So I just try to be in my own lane, and I use a lot of terminologies like chido and stuff like that, you know. And so chido was pretty much, you know, acá lo chido se respira, you know, we're just breathing in the dope shit, right? Yeah. And in the video, I got the sage burning all the negativity away, and I'm just breathing life into myself, and in that I'm bringing it back out. That's right. You know, and I do my conscious gestures, I do my hip hop gestures, I do how my pen is sharper than yours, and how, you know what, you may be tough and crazy, but I'm smart and conscious. You know, I try to do things like that, right? I'm a tactician, not a bully, right?
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I try to just go in creative ways, and I hope, you know, the whole concept is just, I hope people just understand that I try to do my part for the art, for the music. You know?
You guys are doing it, man.
You know, but I enjoy it, bro. I enjoy the process of being creative, of trying to create my own lane. And just kind of coin statements, right? You know what I mean? Like try to do things with statements and words, man. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the whole album is that. You know what I mean? There's like 7-8 songs in it, and yeah, man, very excited for it. I worked very hard in it. You know, shout out to I mean, what artists I got? I got Tap Love, I got the homie Stray Dog, I got Shiesty, I got Misfit Soto produced the song.
Nice.
You know, I got some guy from DR. His name is Mekal. He's in it too. Also, and Il Mascaras, you know. So
that's great.
You know, it was fun. You know, reaching out to them. They're all cool, humble peoples, man, and they were willing to work. You know, and you know, like I said, man, I like Pac said earlier, man, like I want to work hard and not disrespect people's hard work, you know. And I feel like when you respect people and their hard work, I think good things happen and magic can happen, right? Because, you know, people don't owe us anything. So if you show them gratitude and respect, and then you know you like their work, hopefully they see that you're genuine, and they're able to transfer that energy and give you their best, right? And that's all I want, man. I'm always going to try to give my best, and I hope the artists that I'm working with just give me their best. So
it's a great energetic album, man. That album is dope. Like I said, I'm a fan of it, man.
Appreciate it. I made it come to life, though. You heard me how it was before, man.
That's all I know. Listening to been at his house, listening to him, mixing it down, man.
Listen to your stuff, and it was
dope.
They pull up, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Because I'm working, man. So it's like, you know, what are you doing? Well, I'm doing this. And
man, that should be like a blog. Like, this is how it sounds.
Yeah.
And how it sounded, and this is how it sounds.
Yeah.
That's why it's important to have people that are really passionate
know how to
about
mix.
stuff.
You
know, and like, you know, when I heard it from him, I know you were being passionate about your work, man. You know.
Yeah, well, definitely.
About your work, and that's inspiring, and you're like, man, this guy's really respecting what I'm doing.
Yeah, man.
That's important,
I definitely
I
try to work on people's albums like if they're my own, man. I just don't try to.
So I was telling him when I hit you guys up,
you recommend it, like I got.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Off the rip, bro, it's been good, man. So, you know, those
blessing.
things.
I appreciate you getting the opportunity, man. Yeah,
opportunity, man. We're just respecting it, bro. You know, like, because it's, you know, you're putting your baby into other people's hands,
you don't even know, man. This guy's a
right?
perfectionist, man. This guy.
I'm knowing it now, you know.
Right when they think it's done, I'm like, and
bring that back.
Try going through 100 snares, dude. Try going through 100 snares. You know, like,
More cowbell.
He sent me one time. He sent me a song like, hey, forget that one, bro. I don't like it. Scratch that one. Delete it. Here comes another one. Like, all right, bet.
Yeah. I was like,
like 2 minutes later.
2 minutes later, exactly.
I did a different drop, but I love the thing that I love that he's because like the album came out. It's gonna be actually a year. Next week, so happy birthday to Reazn for it all. Coming out next week, but in the while we're working on the other one, there's something like he's staying busy too. It's not like it doesn't like I'm not gonna be like, what are you doing, man? Or it's supposed to be.
No. But you gotta keep it moving.
Yeah, we gotta keep moving and keep that he's staying sharp. He's staying that we're both pushing each other and to like I support everything that he does, whether it's. Like if I made a beat on it or not,
right?
This is part of the teamwork.
That's what it is.
And having that link together.
You guys work together good, man. Like I said, it's something that clicks well. The sound is there. You guys,
I really enjoy
everybody
the
to the table
bro.
too. Was an added plus, man.
Yeah, man. The journey's a dope part for me. Like I'm just. I say it a lot in conversations in my music. I don't do this. I live this.
Right.
I just enjoy being a part of it. Like even moments like this.
Yeah,
man. There's a lot of people in this room that are very passionate about things. Like and that's why I do it. Right. These energies, these frequencies, bro. Like I'm into that, bro. Being around people that love doing what they do, and that's rare, bro. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
It's very rare, and that's what I'm soaking.
Yeah.
I'm. Like that's cool. People are listening to us. People are watching us, and we're doing it. That's all love.
Right.
But what I'm soaking in is people.
Definitely.
It's people that's very meticulous, very intricate, very passionate. They have the balls to put their story on the table,
Definitely, bro.
Like show it, being transparent. That's me, bro.
Definitely. No, I definitely agree with you, man. Especially working on other people's stuff. You got to be like I'm like, this is yours, bro. I'm trying to paint your picture as best as I can, So I'm like with them, and they're like, all right, it's done. I'm like, no, it's not, bro. There's some more colors and splashing, like,
happy little trees.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like Bob Ross on you guys' stuff, some happy little bass line right now. But that's what it is. Passionate. I know you guys are passionate about what you guys do, so it brings that in and instills in me. You know what I mean? So I definitely got to open up the project.
Keeping up the energy too.
That's why I said when you said you have to open up stuff by yourself or produce something by yourself. That's me, bro.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 in the morning. I'm
I
don't want to be bothered by anything. I'm just like in the zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because when you're doing trial and error and stuff, like when you're trying stuff out and it doesn't work, or like it's those things you go through by yourself, and I'm just gonna keep making some music until he's ready to write the next chapter of the Paco and Reazn. Because I was saying that when we started it. It was like the reason for it all, which was the journey of how everything has a reason and everything meant everything and everything had its purpose. And the way everything fell into place, like with Sal, with Sonny, with Shiesty, with, Roy, the way everything, with Shocker, Tap, everybody that was involved in the album, there was a reason for it all. And that was the basis of this album. So I'll say, well, we're gonna do the Reazn series. So like I'm saying, the next album is gonna be called The Voice of Reazn. I was like, that's gonna be like something that we do. It's gonna be The Voice of Reazn. And he's like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. I was like, but we'll have a different mindset going in of the topics we're gonna do. Like this one, this album, we try to make. Right in the middle of trying to make it commercially underground where it's appealing to everybody. You could probably count the number of times there's cussing on it on your hand. You know what I mean? Like we didn't want that. It was something we want our kids to be able to listen to.
Right.
And I learned that from Michael because everything what Michael did was always like it was hard street, but it had a cool commercial appeal, like Jackin' and like straight underground. It's hard, but it was always like. That had that commercial feel, and that's kind of what was the direction on this.
Right.
But now this one we want this next stuff. I don't know if we're gonna do an album, if we're gonna do singles, or that's the stuff because of this new way of doing things that we're still working on it and trying to figure out. These algorithms and all this is crazy madness because we spent so much money on it and there's nothing in return. It's really a passion project,
Right.
you know.
No, definitely, man.
You know, because we ain't getting paid for it. You know, it's like so. It's a real passion project, but it's something that we love to do, even though we're older. But you know what? And I think if it wasn't for the support of our families, like you know, our wives and the people, you know, that it really affects, like that we're taking time away from, you know, because I'm in the room making in my studio, making stuff till, like you said, 2, 3 in the morning or whatever, when I could be watching a movie, cuddling with my wife, you know, or him as well.
Cuddling,
you know, hey man, hey, they need that. You know what? Because that allows me to come over here. you know, right? Shit. You know, you gotta try to balance it out.
Yeah. Go make your beats.
Go make your beats. Get out of here. You know,
play with your drums.
But you know, it's cool because I also got my wife involved on the album. You know, my wife sang on a chorus on one of the songs.
All right.
Yeah, she sang the chorus on A Reason for It All on the title track. You know, along with the homie
everybody, right?
from Roadside Ghost.
Oh, dope.
You know, Gary Green from Roadside Ghost, and that came like again through Johnny, and it was just things that came organically, and you know, you had all these ideas, but it came out another way. But you know, I try to get, you know, do things, you know, the right way, and the way I felt that it was pure, man, and but you know, it's just gonna try to stay busy and try to keep moving forward to 26 and beyond, man. It's like, you know, I'm not gonna say we're the best, but I believe that we're special.
There you go.
You know,
there you go.
And
special people, man.
Yeah.
People
You know,
around you.
and I believe we have our own. We have
Very special.
we have our own thing. We have our own thing. We have our own thing.
No bit. I was listening to some beats.
You got me all self-conscious. No, I believe.
Speaking of wives, dude, I gotta go home. I'm gonna get in trouble.
He's lying.
I don't even want to check my phone now.
No, we appreciate you guys blessing.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Definitely.
So I'm grateful for just the journey too as well, man. I'm grateful for everything, man.
Yeah.
You know,
But we're gonna keep working. You know,
man.
we're listening to beats right now.
Nice.
There's already
On the way down.
man, listening to him right now while he was telling me his San Diego history and the streets
That's
and
right.
everything.
That's
you know,
right.
that was cool, man. You know, like I said, man, I thrive off connection. You know, I don't write music to be like, this is a great idea. No, like if there was a transfer, then okay, that gets into the memory bank, and that's what I do. Like,
that's dope, man.
So yeah, I'm excited to keep working with him, man. They have some dope beats. You know, just try to keep the pen sharp. Try to keep my soul open, my mind open. You know, just try to be in tune with myself,
right?
And enjoy the journey, man. That's all it is. But I'm excited, man. We got some good stuff. I don't know if it's gonna be albums or singles, but we're definitely gonna keep going.
Continue
it's
the
easy
project,
to work with.
That's the best thing.
We ain't done.
You work with Paco, man. It's easy to work with. When it comes to picking, is one thing, but when it comes to results, they're quick.
Oh yeah.
There's no silence in between.
Right.
The work, you know, he's always there. You know, he's always tapping in. So
yeah, we work pretty. You know what I'm saying? We always work fast. Yeah, you know. And it's not always a fast that you got to work, but it's like consistency. Like I'm already reading his mind and saying like, he's gonna want this. I'm like, just trying to be there. You know what I'm saying, ahead of him, so he won't feel like I'm, you know, like not following his method of doing things. Because then when you get that. And you don't meet in the middle, man. Trust me. I mean,
that middle part. Yeah.
Trying to make 3 beats in an hour, been there, done that. You know what I mean? With people's time frame, but I'll be at Steve Rich's house, like, come on, Steve, give me a snare, you know. Back in the days when I was younger, but that's how we do it, man. It's inspiration for people to push you to that point, to where you might not have been making beats on the spot with 10 people behind you, but then that push just inspired you to be like, okay, because I've been there. I've been in a room full of people, man, and you know, you might not be used to it, but. There's no time to, you know what I'm saying, back out now. You got people behind you waiting to see what you can do. So showing that room what you can do and then not saying nothing, just letting the music speak for itself, that's the best way to do things. You know what I mean? Because then later on, people are like, hey, man, what you did over there, can you do it for me? You know, hey, let's work. You know, it's a blessing. Like I said, to have you guys, you know what I'm saying, be a part of the opportunity that you guys give me, man, it's good. That's dope. And plan on, you know what I'm saying, working with, you know what I'm saying, future reference. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, all the stuff we've been doing, you know what I mean, you blessing, you know, you went with the Cuates as well on that track. It's super dope, super fire, man. I mean, shout out to the Cuates as well for, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, shout out Cuates for sure, man.
Shout out
to them guys, man. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, man, everything you want to, you know what I'm saying, put forward to the crowd, man, and make sure.
For those that haven't heard Rebel, man, please hear it out.
Yeah.
You know, it's a really good song. The album's dope, you know, all in general. But we spoke heavy on that song, so man, check that song out, and I'm pretty sure it'll bleed out to the rest of the album.
Everything's on it. It's on all platforms?
Yeah,
man.
All platforms, all right.
Under Reazn or Reazn or Paco Mansin.
Reazn, Reazn.
Yeah, Mansin. What's it called? Everywhere, YouTube, whatever. You know, try to run up our YouTube numbers because every once in a while on Instagram. Set up our algorithm. It's such a roller coaster, man.
Add them to the playlist. YouTube channel.
Add to the playlist, man. I mean, there's a bunch of songs on there, man. We try to make a little bit for everybody, man. And it's an album that you can play all the way through.
Yeah,
so it's what we try to make. You hit play and have a carne asada and you have a good time. There's a little bit of everything, man. And
I'll be selling some bootlegs after the show.
Yeah. Wham put the bootleg right there at Famart, right there. Famart Whams.
Vinyl's going up, bro.
Yeah,
vinyl's going up. That's right. We appreciate you guys, man. Blessing. We are definitely looking forward for your future endeavors with you guys, man, your work and all the new stuff that you guys will be dropping for 2026.
Yeah,
Word up. Appreciate you guys coming out here, man. Traveling all the way down here too.
We appreciate you saying,
Sonny,
definitely DJ Mikeski, man.
Yep. Shout out Sonny.
And just pulling up for whatever.
Shout out Mikeski, POD, Legion of Doom.
Anytime, brother.
Yeah. Shout out to the whole crew, man. Shout out to the local.
We can sign you up right now.
Shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to Couch Next LA.
Mikeski,
I know you got some stories.
Streaky Lit. Make sure to follow Streaky Lit. You know what I'm saying? Everything else as well. So
this is all unity, man. Right here. Coming together for LA and San Diego, man. I tell you, man, it's crazy.
We are here. So we appreciate you guys for tapping in. Until the next time, man. I am G.
And we rock in the house. Thanks for tapping in. Another episode of the Sesh. Special shout out to Paco, Reazn, Sonny Dread, Mikeski. Shout out Tony Lit, G Mun, DJ Whams, and DJ Fade. I'm Ernesto D. We're out.
And we out.
Yeah.